Title: Rise of the Speedster. Kid Flash's trial by fire. With the Flash absent, Kid Flash steps up to fill his mentor's shoes. Determined to prove himself worthy of carrying on the legacy of the Scarlet Speedster. But as he faces off against a new threat in the form of the Hand and their leader, the Rival, he quickly realizes that the road ahead will be fraught with danger and challenges. Meanwhile, the return of Kingpin and the Hand plunges the city into chaos, their criminal empire spreading like a dark shadow across the streets. Daredevil, Punisher, and Iron Fist unite to confront this new threat. Their martial arts skills and unwavering determination put to the test as they fight to protect their city from falling into darkness. As the battle rages on, the true mastermind behind the Hand's resurgence is revealed. Reverse Flash, the eternal rival of the Flash. With his speed and cunning, he poses a formidable challenge to the heroes, his presence only serving to further complicate an already dire situation. While the heroes struggle to contain the chaos unleashed by Reverse Flash and the Hand, Eddie, the man who was once Barry's friend, grapples with his own inner demons. Haunted by the memories of his past and the darkness that once consumed him, he finds himself torn between his desire for redemption and his fear of succumbing to the darkness once more. But when Iris, Barry's wife, is put in danger, Eddie's resolve is put to the test. Setting aside his doubts and fears, he rushes to her aid, determined to protect her at all costs. And as he stands face to face with Reverse Flash, he knows that this battle will not only determine the fate of the city, but also his own destiny. In a final showdown between rival speedsters, Kid Flash and Eddie confront Reverse Flash, their determination and courage shining bright against the darkness that threatens to consume them. With every punch and every burst of speed, they fight with all their might, knowing that the fate of the city, and perhaps even the world, hangs in the balance. As the dust settles and the battle draws to a close, Kid Flash emerges victorious, his courage and determination proving to be the driving force behind the defeat of Reverse Flash and the Hand. With their enemies vanquished and the city safe once more, he knows that his journey as a hero has only just begun, and that he will continue to fight for justice and peace, no matter what challenges may lie ahead. As the battle intensifies, Kid Flash and Cobalt Blue Eddie find themselves facing off against the formidable duo of the Rival and Reverse Flash. With their combined speed and cunning, the villains prove to be a formidable challenge, pushing the heroes to their limits. Kid Flash, determined to prove himself as the new Flash, channels all of his speed and determination into the fight, refusing to back down in the face of adversity. With each burst of speed, he dodges the lightning-fast attacks of the Rival and matches Reverse Flash blow for blow. Beside him, Cobalt Blue Eddie taps into the dark powers within him, channeling the negative speed force to augment his speed and strength. Though conflicted by the darkness within him, he knows that this battle is not just about defeating their enemies, but about redeeming himself and proving that he is capable of being a hero. As the battle rages on, the streets of the city become a blur of lightning and shadows. With Kid Flash and Cobalt Blue Eddie locked in a high-speed duel against their adversaries, each moment is a test of skill and determination, as they fight with everything they have to protect their city and the people they love. But as the battle reaches its climax, it becomes clear that the Rival and Reverse Flash will not be defeated so easily. With their speed and cunning, they launch a devastating counterattack, catching Kid Flash and Cobalt Blue Eddie off guard and leaving them vulnerable. In a desperate bid to turn the tide of battle, Kid Flash and Cobalt Blue Eddie dig deep within themselves, drawing upon their inner strength and resolve to push back against their adversaries. With a final burst of speed and determination, they unleash a flurry of blows that sends the villains reeling. Their reign of terror finally brought to an end. As the dust settles and the city begins to rebuild, Kid Flash and Cobalt Blue Eddie stand victorious. Their courage and heroism shining bright against the darkness that once threatened to consume them. With their enemies defeated and the city safe once more, they know that their journey as heroes is far from over, but they are ready to face whatever challenges may come their way, knowing that as long as they stand united, they can overcome any obstacle and protect their world from the forces of darkness. As the dust settles from the battle against the speedsters, a new threat emerges in the form of the Hand and their leader, Kingpin. Daredevil, Punisher, and Iron Fist find themselves facing off against this formidable alliance, their skills and determination put to the test as they fight to protect their city from falling into darkness once more. The streets of the city become a battleground as the heroes clash with the forces of the Hand and Kingpin. Daredevil, with his enhanced senses and martial arts prowess, leads the charge. His every move calculated and precise as he takes on the skilled assassins of the Hand. Beside him, Punisher unleashes a barrage of gunfire and explosives, his relentless assault leaving no quarter for their enemies. With each shot fired, he chips away at the Hand's forces, determined to rid the city of their influence once and for all. Iron Fist, the living weapon, channels his Kai into devastating strikes, his fists glowing with energy as he faces off against the mystical warriors of the Hand. With each punch and kick, he channels the power of the Iron Fist, striking fear into the hearts of his adversaries. But as the battle rages on, it becomes clear that the Hand and Kingpin are not easily defeated. With their vast resources and sheer numbers, they pose a formidable challenge to the heroes, pushing them to their limits as they fight for the soul of the city. In a desperate bid to turn the tide of battle, Daredevil, Punisher, and Iron Fist unleash their full arsenal of skills and abilities, working together in perfect harmony to overcome their enemies. With each blow landed and each foe defeated, they draw closer to victory, knowing that the fate of the city, and perhaps even the world, hangs in the balance. And as the dust settles and the last of the Hand's forces are vanquished, Daredevil, Punisher, and Iron Fist stand victorious. Their determination and courage shining bright against the darkness that once threatened to consume their city. With their enemies defeated and the city safe once more, they know that their work is far from over, but they are ready to face whatever challenges may come their way, knowing that as long as they stand united, they can overcome any obstacle and protect their world from the forces of darkness. As Daredevil reflects on his years of service to the city, he realizes that it's time for him to step back and focus on his personal life. With his girlfriend by his side and his friend Iron Fist ready to take on the responsibility of protecting the city, Daredevil makes the difficult decision to retire as a hero and begin a new chapter of his life. With a heavy heart, he passes the mantle of Daredevil to Punisher, knowing that he is more than capable of carrying on the legacy of justice and heroism. Punisher, determined to honor Daredevil's legacy and protect the city in his absence, accepts the responsibility with humility and determination. Meanwhile, Cobalt Blue and Kid Flash continue their battle against the rival and Reverse Flash, their determination unwavering as they fight to protect the city from the forces of darkness. With each burst of speed and every blow exchanged, they draw closer to victory, knowing that the fate of the city, and perhaps even the world, hangs in the balance. As the battle reaches its climax, Kid Flash and Cobalt Blue tap into their inner strength and resolve, channeling their powers to overcome their adversaries. With a final burst of speed and determination, they unleash a flurry of blows that sends the rival and Reverse Flash reeling. Their reign of terror finally brought to an end. As the dust settles and the city begins to rebuild, Kid Flash and Cobalt Blue stand victorious. Their courage and heroism shining bright against the darkness that once threatened to consume them. With Daredevil retired and Punisher taking up the mantle of Daredevil, they know that the city is in good hands, and that they will continue to fight for justice and peace, no matter what challenges may lie ahead. As the city begins to heal from the chaos and turmoil, Cobalt Blue makes a surprising decision to return to his roots as a cop. Determined to make amends for his past and serve his community in a new way. With Kid Flash by his side, he patrols the streets by night, using his newfound powers for good and ensuring that justice is served. Meanwhile, Daredevil embraces his new life outside of the heroics, choosing to focus on his personal relationships and his career as a lawyer. With his girlfriend and his friend Foggy Nelson by his side, he finds fulfillment and purpose in helping others through the legal system, using his unique skills and experiences to advocate for justice in the courtroom. Though their paths diverge, Daredevil and Cobalt Blue remain connected by their shared commitment to making the city a safer place. And as they continue their respective journeys, they know that they will always be heroes at heart, ready to answer the call of duty whenever their city needs them. As the sun sets on the city skyline, Daredevil stands tall, his resolve unshakable as he looks towards the future with hope and determination. And though his days of wearing the mask may be behind him, his legacy as the Devil of Hell's Kitchen lives on, inspiring others to stand up for what is right and fight for justice, no matter the cost.